What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Talk. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Hensey, joined today by the man, Brandon Kramer. How we doing, Brandon?
I want to curl up in a ball and cry.
Makes sense. But before we do start talking today about the Yankees and how bad they are lately, everyone be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. We're going live before and after every Yankees game this season, even on off days. So stay tuned for that. But Brandon, the Yankees have been god-awful lately. Just finished up getting swept by the Tampa Bay Rays. Just the only way to describe this team right now is lifeless. And many fans are upset, and reasonably so. I understand. But is it time for us to panic? Is it time for the Yankees fan base to panic? Is it time for the Yankees in general to hit the panic button? They're 5-10 to start the season, 5 games under 500, getting ready for a 2-game set against the Atlanta Braves. At what point does this team wake up and realize we can't hit? We have no pitching outside of Garrett Cole and Jordan Montgomery, and the bullpen's being overworked, can't play defense. What needs to change?
Like, with this team, they can't even do the simple things. And I feel like we talked about this on the live stream before. If they don't win at least one game against the Braves, and I'm not just talking about just escaping with the win, they need to look normal. Hitting with runners in scoring position, not getting, and actually just looking good at the plate. We don't have enough fingers to count how many easy hittable pitches the Yankees are just missing, popping out, or fouling straight back. I mean, if we don't get like a convincing win that you're like, oh, hold on a minute, the Yankees might be coming back, then no. Knowing us, we're going to get swept. Freddie Freeman's going to go 4 for 4 with 4 home runs. Ronald Acuna is going to hit for the cycle. I mean, I've never been this, non-confident in this team ever. I had more confidence when we went on that 0-10 streak last year, and that was bad.
Yeah, I think the major difference between the Yankees struggles of last season and this season is that last season when they struggled, they had half of their team injured, right? And this season, the only guy they're missing is Luke Voit. So there's really no excuses in that department. Everyone is in the lineup. They're just not performing up to what they're worth. And you look at very key guys on the lineup that need to be producing that aren't. Aaron Hicks, for example, we came into the season with high expectations for him. He can't hit from the left-hand side of the plate, which is very concerning. Gleyber Torres, he is a guy that we kind of looked at as a potential top 5 MVP candidate, right? But it seems like he's kind of transitioned himself into a power hitter, and he's doing way too much at the plate, and that's resulting in him just making zero contact, and he's not even showing the power. Guys like Giancarlo Stanton, sure, he'll hit the occasional solo home run, but most of the time his at-bats look god-awful. It's just the majority of these guys in the lineup right now, besides a handful, I'll say Gio, Judge, and DJ are the only guys in the lineup right now that I have confidence in.
Yeah, Stanton's at bats today looked a little bit better. I feel like he maybe, I hate to say this word, but turning the corner. But like Gleyber just keeps getting worse. And it's really like I think I remember saying that the worst thing that could have happened to him was that 38 home run season. That was the worst thing that could have happened to him.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not bad to hit the ball and play. Like, it doesn't have to go over the fence. Like, we can get like a double. You know what? I've missed a double. Like, when's the last time a batter hit like a double in the gap besides Gio? Like,
Judge.
Yeah, but like that. But then like I missed those double. Like, that's exciting. Like seeing a guy score from first. But no. The
Brandon, they've done it this season.
They have, but like we used to see at least we maybe had 2 or 3 doubles a game last year, or not even last year, maybe the year before. They're not. If the ball's hit into the outfield, it's being caught.
No, but Brandon, I get it. But the Yankees' lack of doubles is not what's hurting this team right now, like at all. It's the fact that they can't even put the bat on the ball. It's the fact that they have no pitching outside of Garrett Cole. So with that being said, are we hitting the panic button right now? Yes or no?
Our hand is hovering over. Our hand is like we're just over it. I mean, like maybe like when you can push a button, put like a little bit of pressure, but it won't trigger. Like I think we're like our hand is resting on the button right now, and it's not going to take much to put our hand down.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing right now. Especially with the Braves coming into the Bronx for a 2-game set. I hate to say it, but we came into the Rays series saying that this was the biggest the series of the season for the Yankees so far. Now I think this Braves one is just because if the Yankees don't sweep it, they're looking at let's say they split it, right? They're looking at a 6-11 record. Which is very brutal. And then they go on a little bit of a road trip after that. I believe it's 4 games in Cleveland, 4 games in Baltimore. Those are not two teams that should give you any sort of significant troubles, like the Rays or the Braves will. So if they can't leave that road trip going at least 5-3, bro, my hand will be mashing that panic button.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to see if we're going to face so Bieber pitched today, which means we will face him Friday.
I'm saying regardless though,
Yeah.
like the Yankees need to perform well on this road trip.
They need to win each
don't
series.
care who they're pitching.
They need to win each series. I don't like. It's at the point where it's a 4-game series against the Indians. You're like, oh, a split would be nice. No, we're not at that point where we can be content with a split. Honestly, we need to sweep one of those series. Like the best thing for the Yankees, this is not going to happen because we don't look even close. But if they can go 7-0 on this road trip, that would be better. But honestly, 6-1 or it's an 8-game series, or 7-1 or bust. Honestly.
Yeah, because something needs to change soon. Because like we say all the time, the Yankees are currently digging their own grave. And at that point, you don't want to dig it too deep because you can't crawl out, right? And right now the Yankees are 5 games under 500. They're teetering over that line as to how long is it going to take to crawl out of this hole? Unless you want to go on like an 8-game win streak and then all of a sudden you're a few games over 500. That's a lot to ask for out of this team right now that looks completely lifeless. But once again, like we could look back on this in a few weeks, maybe like middle of May, and just be laughing about how much like people overreacted to the Yankees' really rough start. But right now in the present day, I don't think this is an overreaction at all. That some fans and some people within New York are panicking.
No, this is like there have been times where we both have noticed maybe let's say ourselves overreacting last year. This is an appropriate time to overreact because like normally you say, okay, they've just lost. They've been unlucky. They haven't been unlucky. They've been outplayed. People forget the Rays just lost 3 out of 4 to the Rangers.
Yeah.
Convincingly. And we could not beat Michael Wacha. We had Glasnow bases loaded in the first inning and couldn't do it. You had a chance to literally deliver that first knockout punch. Maybe not knockout, but knock him down. If you were able to pounce on Glasnow in that first inning, I think this series would have went differently. But they didn't. And that's been the story of the season.
I agree. But I think the bottom line here is while we're not hitting the panic button just yet, I think that time could be coming soon if the Yankees don't turn things around. But I appreciate everyone for watching today. Listen, hopefully the Yankees get a little bit better, right? But in the meantime, we'll still keep producing our content. Daily pre-games, post-games, live streams, no matter what, even if there's not a game, we're going to be doing off-day live streams, recorded videos just about every day of the week as well. So like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Peace.